Our next guest, who is the content strategy editor for Unbothered. That's a platform created on Refinery 29 to promote Black female empowerment. Through that platform, she also started a column called About My Business, and that is where she provides career advice for young Black women, from salary negotiations, race politics in the office, to protecting your work on the internet.
That's right, and she is joining us today to tell us all about it. Please welcome Laurise McMillian. Laurise, thanks for being with us. And a lot of people might know what your former job was. You ran the Refinery 29 Instagram for a few years before you ended up launching your own career column called About My Business. So tell us what About My Business is all about.
Yes, thanks for having me. Really, About My Business came because with the Refinery 29 and the Unbothered Instagram accounts, I was receiving so many DMs from girls who looked just like me. They had questions about salary negotiation. They had questions about how to navigate microaggressions in the workplace. And then I started to realize the reason they were asking so much of these questions was because they did not have leadership in their industries, in their workplaces that looked like them. And so About My Business is really Unbothered's way to become a virtual big sister and mentor for our audience.
And something that was so important, it was one of the first things you talked about and wrote about, has to do with the fine line between stealing and reposting something on the internet. You gotta help us with this one here, and you're trying to help people understand how to make sure someone doesn't steal your work on the internet.
Oh, yeah. So I actually got to talk to my friend, this amazing strategist, Danya Taylor, about this topic. And we've really been seeing it happen, particularly on TikTok a ton lately, right? There are these incredibly talented Black and people of color creators who are making these dances, making these funny skits, and they're being co-opted and used by mainstream media that isn't really giving them their flowers. And so the line for me really is how you are crediting. If your team did not make something originally and you still feel it's important enough to share, make sure that you are crediting it. It is kind of like citing a source.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So now if you're the person who is the source, how do you protect that material from being taken?
Yeah, I honestly think that you're able to protect your work from being taken through a number of ways, you know? When I am creating personally, it's like this. Number one, I need to watermark all of my graphics. If I'm a graphic designer, I gotta have it on there just so that people know my handle is following it everywhere. Number two, if you're a video maker, put the option to remix clips and dances on your page so that your video can appear in side-by-sides and you can still get that credit, you can still be attached to your work. And then number three, keep your DMs open. People might wanna collaborate with you. They might wanna reshare your work, you know? And how can they properly have that conversation if your DMs are closed? Be open.
There you go. Stop stealing my work, Robes. You can't just repost without giving me credit. All right, one more thing here. Your latest column, tell us about it and why you chose this particular topic to write about. You're talking about music masters.
Yes. Okay. So number one, June is coming up. It's Black Music Month. And so I wanted to put this out ahead of that. I got to interview this really fire R&B recording artist. She is Black and Japanese, and she owns her own masters. I know that there are so many women and so many people of color who are just like, listen, how do I become heard? How do I become seen? And she's really breaking down in this article how she did it through social media, through collaboration projects, and even like finding a distribution deal that allowed her to maintain the rights to her music. So check it out on refinery29.com under the Unbothered tab.
I love it. Role models, leaders, all there for the taking. Laurise, thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate it. I'm going to repeat what you just said. Be sure to check out Unbothered on the Refinery 29 platform and Laurise's career column About My Business. You are changing lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.